So we are shooting local again this week, and as you can tell, we're back in the woodland for autumn, of course, and it's a wonderful evening here in Shropshire. On the way here it was raining quite a lot on the drive here. It was about half an hour's drive to this location, but now, as you can tell, it's all cleared up, and I love it when that happens in the woodland, because what you get is all the trees and the leaves and the moss and the foliage and everything just gets saturated, which means you get a really nice sort of reflective quality off everything. It reflects the light really nicely, so that's wonderful, and we're getting some pretty nice light. We're still a couple of hours till the actual sunset. However, it's even pretty nice at the minute. It's all filtering down through the trees quite nicely, and it does feel a little bit autumnal, not as much as I would have hoped. The forest, we haven't got a massively polychromatic forest. It's still a little bit early, I think. I still think we need a couple of weeks, but yeah, I'm going to really enjoy exploring around, I think. And I'm going to try and not focus on necessarily, but a lot of the time when I come to the woodland, I'm looking up and I'm looking at the trees, and I don't focus enough on intimate details like leaves or the foliage, or, you know, stuff that's generally down by my feet. So I'm going to try and put a little bit more emphasis on that this week as well, and see what I can find. Right, so I've come off the sort of main track. In this forest there's a sort of loop track that goes all the way around, and then it finishes at the same place as it starts, so nice and simple. However, it's a Sunday afternoon, evening, it's quite busy, so I've come off it and I've just sort of delved into the forest a little bit, and it's much better. It's much better. It's a little bit messier, but it means there's a lot more to look at, you know. And I found something in the woodland. I found something, and I'm going to go intimate. You can see here, found these really beautiful looking leaves. It's the first time I've actually turned it over like that and looked at them from that side, to be honest. They look even nicer. But like I mentioned earlier, it isn't massively autumnal in here. It's still a little bit early. However, obviously, this beautiful tree here is full of autumn leaves, and I'm going to make the most of it. But the tree itself is just buried in loads of nettles and random bits of foliage and stuff like that. It's not particularly interesting to take a sort of wider shot. So yeah, I've come up with a little bit of an idea here for an intimate shot, like I mentioned, and I think it's going to work nicely. So I'm going to get myself set up here and really try my best to talk you guys through it. This isn't something that I usually do, so I will try my best. So this is nice. It's given me a really nice autumn feel, something that I didn't think I was going to be able to find in this forest when I first got here, because like I say, I just wasn't finding many colours. But yeah, this is nice, and it's really nice to do something a little bit more intimate. Actually, it's something that I haven't done in ages, so always good to, you know, try out different styles and push yourself out your comfort zone and all that. But yeah, this is pretty nice. So I've zoomed in really tight on just this one branch here, and it's took me a while to sort of calculate everything. And you know, with it being intimate, it means I've had to make really small movements left, right, up and down, and zoomed in and zoomed out, if that makes any sense, to get it exactly where I want it to be, sort of thing. And what I've got is there's sort of two main leaves that are actually going to be my sort of main subject. And I'll try and show them to you here. So it's going to be these two leaves here, them two. And for no other reason than I just really like the way that they're both structured together and they complement each other really well. And what I like here is obviously the colour of the leaves are beautiful, but then they contrast nicely with the branch that they're coming off, and it's more of a twig. It's really, really fine, but with it being intimate, you can't really tell that. The only thing I'm not really particularly happy about here is the sky that you can see sort of through all. Behind these leaves, we've got a load of silver birches, which is helping to sort of dim the light a little bit, but you can it's still quite bright, which is a little bit unfortunate, but hopefully, you know, all of the focus is going to be on the leaves and the branch, so we'll see how that turns out. Settings, I'm going for ISO 100, f5.6, that's the lowest I can go because I'm zoomed in at 55mm, which is all helping to give me that sort of bokeh effect where you get all the background blurred out and, you know, you're only focusing on what you want to be focusing on, which in this case is the leaves, or in particular them two leaves. So what I've done is framed my composition, and I'm using my live view to zoom in to either one of them two leaves that I mentioned, and I'm just manually focusing to make sure it is tack sharp as I can get it really. So that'll be nice. 1/6 of a second. We've not really got much wind, so that's a fairly slow shutter speed, but it doesn't matter very much. There's no movement in that branch whatsoever. So really nice autumnal intimate shot. So before I move on, I wanted to show you this as well. I found this sort of series of mushrooms here, and this was literally, these were literally right at my feet when I just took that last image there. I didn't notice them at first, but then I looked down and I thought, oh wow, they'll make a nice photograph surely somehow. But I wanted to show you what I've done. Whether it's right or wrong, let me know what you think. But I don't know, I didn't even sort of think that I didn't really think about it, I just started doing it. But there's a few sort of browny orangey leaves scattered around it. By a few I mean probably two, and they look really nice next to this mushroom. It contrasted really well with the sort of yellowy red colour of the mushroom itself, and obviously gave the image a little bit of an autumnal feel as well, which is obviously what I'm going for this weekend. And I decided to pick up a few leaves and start placing them around the mushroom. Basically, obviously this is a really intimate shot again, very, very simple shot of a mushroom. You know, you can clearly tell what the subject is, but yeah, I thought I was placing a few of these leaves around and I just thought it was adding a little bit more interest, and obviously, you know, injecting autumnal colours to the frame, to the image itself. So whether it's right or wrong, I think it's made for a nice image. So yeah, I've literally circled the mushroom with a few leaves, scattered them around. I've tried to find all different shades of brown and orange and red and stuff like that, even a few sort of limey green colours as well, just to mix it up a bit. But yeah, simple shot, don't need to talk you through the settings or anything like that. But that's what I've done. So I'll show you that one now, and then we shall continue exploring the woodland. And I'd really like to take a photograph of a tree, you know, for once, and not in an intimate sense. So let's continue. Whoa, this is a weird little spot. So after just saying before, I really want to find a tree. Look at that. A classic British oak tree. Absolutely beautiful and just so full of character Absolutely amazing. There will be no other tree on planet Earth that is like this. It's pretty unique, beautiful. I'm shooting in portrait mode. Anyone that watches me regularly, you'll know I don't do that very often. 2 reasons. Actually, 1 reason. I've got a crap tripod. I need to get, I need to get a better tripod and get an L plate, and then I'll be more inspired to shoot portrait images. But anyway, I'm doing it now. I'm giving it a try, and I'll talk you through this shot. Now, obviously, this is just a stunning subject, absolutely gorgeous. As I often say in the woodland, conditions could be better. They really could. But I like this. This is nice. And one thing that I really like here is we're getting quite a lot of golden light on the leaves at the top of the tree, and because I'm shooting from very low down, it means that I'm looking up, so I'm capturing everything from even below the sort of the base of the trunk. A lot of all these nettles and foliage in the foreground, right up the tree. I'm capturing all these beautiful branches that are branching off to the left and right, and then yeah, we keep going up until we hit the sort of top of the tree where all them leaves are. And it's just capturing some beautiful golden evening light, which is fantastic. ISO 100, f9, and 1/3 of a second. It's quite a difficult one to expose for, because same as the last image, or the image of the autumnal leaves there, we're just getting a little bit of the sky in the image, and it's very bright compared to down here in the woodland, which is flat and very dark. But yeah, this is a nice shot. I'd love to return to this oak tree in foggy, misty conditions, something like that, but nevertheless, it is just a wonderful, wonderful subject. So what a wonderful woodland, and I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there for one reason only, because I usually come to the woodland and leave frustrated. I'm usually very frustrated by woodland photography, and I still am to an extent. I find it really challenging, really difficult. But today I will go as far as saying it has been a success. The images weren't, they weren't mind-blowing, but I've come here and I've got what I wanted, and this is all about, for me, this is all about improving my woodland photography, and I really felt like I've learned a lot today. This has been an amazing little adventure. I didn't expect much of it, but it's been wonderful. I hope you guys have enjoyed it equally as much, and thank you as always for the support. Please like the video, leave a comment, that will be wonderful. Always love hearing from you guys, as you know, and see you next week on the next adventure. Out.